This is the first of a number of meditations that I use and that help me. And this first meditation is one that helps us through difficult times, certainly helps me. Whether we're struggling with work or a situation with a person or people. And it's based upon a metaphysical law which is called the Serenity Principle. The Serenity Principle suggests that there are essentially only 3 blocks to serenity. And the 3 blocks are, in no particular order, any situation where we're wanting control, any situation where we're wanting security, and any situation where we're wanting approval. So for instance, when we're wanting control, I remember when I smoked, I felt the cigarettes controlled me, but they're inanimate objects. But the feeling of wanting is a feeling of lacking, and when we feel that, we give control away. It's rather like when parents try to control or want control over their children after about the age of 12. I don't know if you remember when you were a teenager, we were trying to figure out who we were separate from them. But those parents who want control lose influence. They don't get told the half of things. So the wanting of the control gives the control away. Wanting approval, validation from others. I remember my first job interview, and I so wanted their approval. I remember it was actually my second interview, and there were 3 of them across the table. It was an ad agency, and I so wanted their approval, I froze. I lost the power of speech. And so what happens in the wanting of approval is we lose self. And all of these feelings come from when we're little. Because as children, we need all of our security from without, all of our worth from others. And the good news is that when we feel those feelings of wanting now, even though those feelings feel real, they are illusion. And this process is for if you're going through a situation that's difficult, where you're powerless over others, or a situation at work, or with family. This is a wonderful way to release those wants and to find peace. And so the first thing to do is to find a comfortable place, one where you can sit in a position where you've got good spinal support. And when you're in that comfortable position, begin by taking a really good deep breath all the way in as far as you can, right to the back of your lungs. Hold it in for a few moments and exhale fully and completely. And now take a second deep breath again, filling up your lungs all the way in, and again exhale fully and completely. And if your eyes are open, allow them to close. And this enables you to focus inwardly. And for now, just become aware of your breathing. Breathing is such a miracle, and so often, of course, we're focused on other things. But for now, just notice as you give yourself permission to begin relaxing, notice how rhythmically the stomach responds, gently moving out and in again. And just giving you that feeling of deeper and deeper relaxation. And now, bring to mind that situation that's causing you difficulty, or the person, or the people with whom you have an issue or issues. And the first question is, as I think about this situation, as I think about this issue or this person or these people, am I wanting security? And if the answer is yes, allow yourself to feel that feeling of wanting security. And let yourself feel it fully. And all feelings are physical. So notice where you feel that feeling of wanting security. And now ask yourself, would I release this physical feeling if I could? And if I could release this feeling, would I be willing to release this feeling now? And if the answer is yes, take a deep breath in, all the way in as far as you can. Hold it in for a moment. It's just a physical feeling. And it's based on illusion. It limits you. And release. And let your body rest to accommodate that release. And now, go into your body again and notice if there's any of that feeling still there, even a trace of it. And if there is, ask yourself, could I or would I release this feeling if I could, this physical feeling? And if I would I be willing to release it now? And if the answer is yes, once again, take another really good deep breath all the way to the back of your lungs. Hold it in for a moment. And once again, fully and completely release. And just tend to your breathing and give yourself permission to relax. And say to yourself, when I think about this issue, this person, these people, I am secure in myself. As I think about this situation, or these people, this issue, my security resides in me. And now ask yourself, am I wanting approval, acceptance, validation? And if the answer is yes, allow yourself to really feel that feeling of wanting approval, wanting validation, wanting acceptance. And notice where you feel that feeling of wanting acceptance, where you feel it physically. And ask yourself, would I release this physical feeling? Would I be willing to release it now? And if the answer is yes, take a deep breath in, all the way as far as you can. Hold it in for a moment. And exhale fully and completely. And now let your body rest to accommodate that release. Go to that place where the feeling was. Notice if it's completely free and clear. If there's any of that feeling still there, ask yourself, could I release that feeling that's still there? And would I? And when? Would now be okay? And if the answer is yes, take another deep breath in, all the way to the back of your lungs. Hold it in for a moment or two. And as you exhale, lovingly release. And now, once again, let yourself rest. And now, as you think about that situation or that person, say to yourself, as I think about this issue, this person, or these people, I love and accept myself completely and unconditionally. It's okay for me to love and accept myself completely and unconditionally. And now, ask yourself, am I wanting control in this situation? And the wonderful thing is, as we are becoming, and as you are becoming more and more secure in yourself every day, more and more valuing of yourself, because you're more secure in yourself, because you're valuing of yourself, there is less and less need to control an outcome or what another person does or what other people think or what they even think of you. After all, they don't really know you. They can't make accurate judgments about you anyway. And if the answer is yes, and there is that feeling of wanting control, notice where you feel that physically. Every feeling is physical. Notice where that feeling resides. And ask yourself, is it okay now for me to release that feeling of wanting control? And would I release it? And would I release it now? And if the answer is yes, take a deep breath, once again filling up your lungs all the way in, right at the back. Hold it in for a moment. And as you exhale, enjoy releasing, enjoy letting go, and rest. And now go inside again and notice if there's any of that physical feeling still there. And if there is, ask yourself, is it okay for me to release that feeling, that physical feeling? And would I? And when would now be okay? And if now is okay, take another deep breath in, right in, hold it in for a moment or two, and as you exhale, release and let go. There was a time, of course, as children, we needed others' esteem and others' approval. We didn't have self-worth or self-esteem. And we needed all of our security from without. It just seems so clear to me that we are all today building in ourselves a stronger and ever more unshakable foundation of self-worth and self-esteem and self-knowledge, and getting stronger and stronger every day. And so, in a moment, I'm going to count from 1 up to 5. And at the count of 5, let your eyelids open, take a really good deep breath, fill up your lungs, have a good stretch, and just notice how good you feel. 1, 2, getting ready to emerge, feeling wonderfully good. 3, 4, and 5.